Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about foods to eat if you have no taste that you can still enjoy. So basically for me, for the last I guess a little bit over a week, I have had barely any taste or smell. Primarily smell and then taste is gone. But the thing is, I have noticed that I have retained the sense to be able to taste if something is sweet or salty or savory, and even like the reaction your mouth has when it's spicy. And so for the first few days that I had no taste or smell, I was trying to eat like I normally do. And I realized it wasn't working because things are just so bland and just unappealing. And so in the last few days, I've come up with a system that of what to eat to it and still enjoy. I realized that like in-depth foods, like foods that are like really rich, not gonna taste that much because basically what I can taste is if something's sweet or salty. So if it's like has garlic in it, I'm not really gonna be tasting the garlic. I'm just gonna be tasting the salt that's in it, and it's just not gonna be enjoyable. And so I feel like basically what you have to do is have a flavor that is one flavor. So it's one flavor. And so here I'm gonna go over a few of the things I've been eating that I actually enjoy. Also, I wanted to say that one thing I have decided to do is try to reset my palate off of this. And any food that I buy right now is going to be healthy because 90% of the reason why I eat unhealthy food is because it tastes good. But if you can't taste, why am I eating healthy food? I mean, non-healthy food. Anyway, let's start. So let's see. I have several things, and I'll start with the first one. And these are mostly snacks. Dinner, I don't care. I just eat whatever's at home. One of the things I've had is pistachios. So pistachios are good because they're lightly salted and they have crunch to them. And I like part of the thing I like about pistachios is the joy of taking the shell out. So it tastes very similar to what pistachios would normally taste like because it tastes like salt and you still get the texture and everything. So I like pistachios as a snack. Let's see. I also like honey roasted almonds as a snack. These are pretty good. You can get any honey roasted almonds. And they taste nice. They're sweet, so you get that sweet taste, and they get that crunch. The thing about the honey roasted almonds is that you don't want to eat too many honey roasted almonds because you can't taste the flavor of the almond all the way. You get that smoky flavor and not the actual flavor of the nut, and so it ends up tasting. If you eat too many, it ends up tasting like burnt sweetness. So I would say don't eat too many of the almonds, but almonds are a good thing. Like any nuts are really actually good tasting, and they're healthy for you. I have another thing, and tomatoes. So I noticed tomatoes, and before I bought this case, I noticed that tomatoes are especially good because tomatoes have a kind of a sweet taste, but they have a little bit of a acidity to it. And so basically I was eating a quinoa salad that my mom had bought, and it had tomatoes, and I was like, wait, this quinoa salad I can actually taste-ish, but because it was cold. I also like eating these cold. Part of the thing of not having your taste is about texture. You can't taste, you're going for the texture and the temperature. Those two T's are the number one thing you need to remember. Texture and temperature is great when you have no taste. Texture, temperature, great when you have no taste. Remember that. I'm going to be naming a few things also that I don't have on hand with me, but they're in my fridge, but you want to take them out. Another thing I bought when I was strategizing is mushrooms, because you can eat mushrooms, like saute them in olive oil and just put some salt and pepper, and it's going to taste pretty similar to if you had done that normally, because it's for the texture and the temperature of that mushroom. So mushrooms I would recommend with salt and pepper. Another fruit you could eat is a kiwi. Like, I would just suggest any fruit. So I've had a grapefruit with sugar. Grapefruit with sugar is really good because it's bitter, but it's sweet, and it almost tastes like a grapefruit. Like, I'm gonna keep saying almost tastes like it because it doesn't taste exactly like it. But grapefruit is awesome flavor to get. And it's cold too, so it's just very satisfying. Kiwi is good because It's easy to eat, and it's packed full of vitamins, which you need if you cannot taste or smell for COVIDisha, you know? So I would recommend kiwis. They're sour. Sourness is also a cool thing. Like, don't eat the sour candy, eat the sour kiwi. It's gonna taste the same because there's no additives that you can taste. You can't taste additives right now. So like processed foods don't really have the same appeal. Retrain your palate, guys, to like healthy food if you lose your flavor. I mean, don't be just buying donuts and things. Like if they're there, yeah, sure, eat them. But don't be just buying them. Next one is pineapples. These are one of my favorites, really, because the original flavor of pineapples is like tart and sweet, which I can taste, and it's like it's very, very good. I love the pineapple. It really is very, very close to a pineapple flavor. I just can't smell it. So I would highly recommend eating pineapples if you would like to have a good sensation. Additionally, cucumbers, which are, I didn't chop up or anything, so they're down in my fridge. Cucumbers are awesome because it's nice, cold, crisp, and refreshing. And it just tastes like you're biting into a glass of water. And I mean, cucumbers don't have much flavor by themselves. Their appeal is the fact that they're refreshing. So that's going to give you a good sensation. What you can do is add some salt or tahini on it and call it a day. If you want to have a little bit of salt on it. But I ate the cucumbers without the tahini and also with it. So either way is good, but cucumbers are a really good snack, especially if you want something crunchy. Now, my thing, number one thing to say, I guess, to replace chips, processed chips and all those things, and Cheetos and things, is some popcorn. So popcorn pretty much has its appeal because it's buttery and it's salty and it's crunchy and it's warm. Or if you're not eating it warm, it's crunchy. But I realized like popcorn is pretty, it's not too healthy for you if you get the Gator butter kind. But since I can't really taste butter or smell butter, I realized like if I get popcorn that's healthier, it's going to taste the same. So what I got was Jolly Times Healthy Pop. All these things I bought online because obviously I shouldn't be leaving the house to be touching nothing. So I bought online, whatever I could find online to get delivered to my house, I got. So Healthy Pop 100s, I would never buy healthy popcorn in my other life. But I have no problem with this because it just tastes like salt and it tastes like popcorn pretty much. I can't taste the butter. So this is a really good snack to replace chips and like all those processed food, because I had like hot Cheeto lemon, gosh, I can't say that word. Anyway, the lime Cheetos, lime hot Cheetos, I had them, and the problem with them is that it's just not that satisfying because it's just spiciness, and maybe you can taste a little bit of acidity, but it's just not that satisfying. So get a healthy popcorn, and if you want something to crunch on throughout the day and snack on. And these come in, this is a 10 pack and it comes in little pouches, perfectly sized for snacking times. And I would suggest doing that. Also, I would say apples are great, oranges, just pretty much any fruit. I'm learning that like the simplest flavors are the best when you can't taste, because you're really just going to try to taste for that sensation, honestly. And then last but not least, and I think it's like the best snack for me because it almost tastes completely like the snack. And that is the Boom Chicka Pop sweet and salty kettle corn. Kettle corn is appealing because it's sweet and salty, and that's literally what I can taste in this. Of course I can't smell it, but the good thing about Boom Chicka Pop, as long as you don't try to eat the whole bag, is that it's also low calories and whatever. And I don't usually watch that stuff, but again, if I can't taste, there is no excuse for me to try to eat unhealthy things. So I'm trying to train myself, as long as this tasting lasts, to crave healthy foods and just continue buying these healthy foods, so that I can, start living a more healthy lifestyle. But this is a bomb.com. It tastes like kettle corn, and like it's almost like you're not missing anything. And so I would really recommend getting this, and not just getting regular kettle corn. Like I said before, like get a healthy kind. Like anything you're buying that you don't already have in your house, you should get healthy. And so those are like the snacks and things that I would recommend. Fruits, vegetables, simple flavors. Don't be trying to get all fancy with the flavors because you can't taste it and you're going to disappoint yourself. Don't go in with the idea like, this is going to taste just like when I could taste. No, y'all can't taste. So go in with the idea that you're not going to get exactly what you want out of it. So change your mindset completely. I also wanted to add that juices that you can drink. Cranberry juice is awesome because it's very tart. So the appeal of cranberry juice is that it's tart. So drink that if you want to have a juice. You should be drinking a lot of water because you can't really taste a lot of the intricacies of the flavor. But cranberry juice is good. Orange juice, anything that's like sour and tart is good. If you drink apple juice, which I had, it's just not as good. I love apple juice, but it's sweet. It tastes like you're drinking a sweet drink, but without that extra flavor, that extra crispiness. So I would say if you're going to drink a juice, don't drink soda because what's the point? You're literally drinking syrup that tastes sweet. Okay, you're gonna lose a lot of the appeal it usually is. Drink juice that is tart. So cranberry juice and orange juice. Texture, temperature makes for good taste. Thanks for watching this episode of my, what is this called? Thanks for watching this video. Check out some of my other videos, and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all been doing to get over this taste and smell thing. I'm really cut up about it. I'm about to have a feast after this. Let me just tell you this. I'm buying everything once I can taste and smell again. But tell me some of the things down below in the comment section what you've been eating to kind of satisfy cravings that you can't really get satisfied, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching and hope to see you again soon.